The Epstein Reckoning, a timeline to transparency. As of late November 2025, the long-dormant Jeffrey Epstein case is erupting into what could be its most consequential chapter. A bipartisan congressional revolt is forcing the potential release of the Justice Department's complete, unredacted files, setting the stage for a seismic political and cultural reckoning by mid-December. From campaign promise to congressional mutiny. The current crisis has its roots in a broken promise. During the 2024 campaign, President Donald Trump revived his "drain the swamp" mantra, vowing to declassify all Epstein documents to expose elite criminality. However, after his January 2025 inauguration, the administration delayed. Then, Attorney General Pam Bondi released a heavily redacted first phase of just over 100 pages in February, drawing fierce criticism from survivors and transparency advocates for obscuring key details. In response, a bipartisan coalition in the House, led by Representative Thomas Massie RKY and Representative Ro Khanna DCA, launched a discharge petition for the Epstein Transparency Act, H.R. 7123. This maneuver bypasses House leadership to force a floor vote. The petition reached the required 218 signatures on November 12, triggering a mandatory ripening period that schedules the decisive vote for November 19. The vote is projected to pass 220-215, with over 100 Republicans defying White House pressure, marking a significant rebellion within the MAGA base. The trigger: explosive previews fuel public demand. Momentum for full disclosure surged in early November 2025 when the House Oversight Committee released 20,000+ pages from Epstein's estate. These preview files contained explosive revelations. Trump's awareness. A 2011 email from Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell claimed Trump spent hours at his Palm Beach mansion with victim Virginia Giuffre, suggesting awareness of her recruitment from Trump's Mar-a-Lago club. Epstein's leverage. In a 2018 exchange with former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, Epstein called Trump borderline insane and boasted, "I know how dirty Donald is," linking this knowledge to Michael Cohen's guilty plea. Prince Andrew's panic. The file showed the prince frantically emailing Maxwell, pleading ignorance and dissociation from the growing scandal. Business ties. Epstein was documented tracking Trump's $2.7 million sale of a Boeing 727 jet, hinting at deeper financial overlaps. These revelations caused the hashtag Epstein Files to surge past 1.2 million posts on X, while polls showed 72% of the public now supports full disclosure. Survivors and their families rallied at the Capitol, demanding justice and amplifying the pressure on Congress. The flip: Trump's reluctant reversal. Facing almost certain defeat in the House vote, President Trump executed a dramatic U-turn. On November 17, he posted on Truth Social, "House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide. I don't care. Focus on Clinton's 17 White House visits and Dem deep state ties." This move, widely seen as an attempt to reclaim the narrative and refocus blame on political rivals, effectively greenlit the vote's passage. However, skeptics noted that the president already possesses the authority to order the release unilaterally. What a full disclosure could reveal. The upcoming document dump, mandated for 30 days after the bill's passage, targeting December 19, could unveil complete flight manifests, unredacted logs for Epstein's Lolita Express, including the 26 documented trips by Bill Clinton, unredacted witness testimonies, full accounts from victims and associates, potentially naming new enablers, financial ledgers, records detailing payments to victims and funding from wealthy donors, which could implicate other high-profile figures, FBI and DOJ notes, internal communications regarding Epstein's 2019 death while in federal custody. Broader implications: a nation braces for impact. A full release promises an unprecedented accountability event with unpredictable political fallout. Bipartisan damage. While Clinton's logs would energize MAGA rallies, Trump's documented associations could undermine his core base. Institutional trust. This is a ultimate test of the justice system's willingness to hold the powerful accountable, regardless of political affiliation. Survivor-led justice. The primary driver of this movement is the relentless advocacy of survivors, whose voices have created an irrepressible demand for truth. Conclusion: avalanche or aftershock. The stage is set for a historic December. The House vote on November 19 is all but certain to pass, with the Senate expected to follow. The world is now watching to see if the promised avalanche of documents will finally be released, or if last-ditch legal and political maneuvers will filter the truth into another controlled drip. The fundamental question remains, will this finally be the moment of transparency that buries the secrets for good, or will it become another chapter in a decades-long cover-up? History is watching.